All right, so tonight we had a bit of an issue for me. However, I think I'm going to turn into a learning experience for everybody else. But we'll get to that in a second. We are smoking the La Roma de Cuba Passion, triple fermented cigar. Great smoke. They advertise it as full body, but honestly, it's pretty mellow and light. However, it's an excellent cigar if you know what you're getting into. Like I said, if you want something too strong, you're not going to like it. But what we got here is earlier today, I went ahead and I tried to go ahead and smoke this Opus X Pussycat. Although I bought this one, it was, I want to say, 2024 third quarter, so sometime around this time last year. And right as I went to go light it up, I happened to notice this little guy. So this little guy, everybody always wants to know, how do you know if you have a cigar beetle? This little guy right here will tell you. So when you have a cigar beetle, the first thing you want to do is you want to isolate the cigar. You want to check the cellophane so you can see all the little dust in there. Sometimes can be an indicator of what you got. But what we're looking for is any holes in the cellophane, because ideally we want to catch this beetle before it spreads. But one beetle can get through your entire humidor and really destroy things. Thankfully, this was isolated in a box, and I did check the other cigars nearby, and I did not see any holes. There were no holes in this, but being that it's been there for a year, this has potential to cause some damage. So also what we want to do is we want to ensure the beetle is still in here. So what I'm going to do first things first is let's just go ahead. We're going to cut right through there. And let's go take a look for this beetle here. So again, what we want to do is we want to find this little guy and make sure we got him. Now, some people will just cut above it and smoke it anyways. I mean, it's fire. Fire is the ultimate sanitizer. So can you really get sick from it? Probably not. More importantly, though, than smoking the cigar, I want to make sure that I'm not going to have a beetle running around that box of Opus X. So what we want to do is just very carefully go through here. And we can even just go further and cut even more off. I will say it's bittersweet because this smells heavenly. The cedar coming out of this cigar is absolutely insane. So the aroma of it's great. Unfortunately, I don't get to smoke it. But if we hurry this up, maybe you'll get to see what a cigar beetle looks like. So we're going through the filler right now. For those who don't already know, we got the wrapper right here. All right, so I believe that's Cameroon wrapper on the Opus, although they don't really ever tell you anything about an Opus X. Then we got the binder here that holds in all the filler. And as you can see, the filler is nowhere near as pretty as that wrapper. But more importantly, we got to figure out what the hell happened to that beetle. And I guess if you're really hard up and you really want to, you could even take this, crush it up, and put it into a pipe. But we're not doing that again. Right now we're just on a mission to find that beetle. We're already over the 3-minute mark, so this is not going to go out to any new viewers. But that's all right. The algorithms like to throttle any long videos. So, give me 1 second here. We're going to... Don't want this to go out. All right. And you'll know them when you see them. They're a little ball. I want to say about the size of the head of the ballpoint pen. Or at least the only other one I've ever found was about that size. So let's see here. He is a hidden little bugger, isn't he? Pun intended. We'll go with that. And if you've seen him already, let me know. Ideally, right, so there's the holes for the beetle. Ideally, we can follow them in here and hope to find him. Again, the fact that there were no holes in the cellophane are very promising. So you see this leaf right here. This is the Ligero. This is what gives the cigar all the strength. You can see it's a little bit darker. It's also going to burn much slower than the rest of the cigar, which is why it has so much Seiko and Viso around it to help it burn faster. And this also helps moderate the speed of the cigar burn. So decide whether or not you have a quick burning cigar or a slow burning cigar. I'm telling you what, this stuff smells amazing. So there's more of the hole. I don't know if you can see that, but that's from him. Jeez. All right, well, let's keep going. Here we are 6 minutes into the video, still on the hunt for this damn beetle. I'll probably end up truncating this video here. No one wants to see all this. Well, here we are near the end, and I'm still not seeing this little bugger, which could be bad. Last time I had a beetle, it was from a mail order, so I made sure to call the shop and let them know that I found it. Not because I wanted any money back. These things just happen. More importantly, I wanted to let them know so they could check the rest of that box of cigars that I got. That way, if there were more beetles, they could take care of it before it spread and ruined their inventory. We got to take care of our locals so that they can continue to take care of us. Look at that stem. That's not ideal. Especially not a cigar at this price. Okay. So I couldn't find it in that mess. Maybe he fell out somewhere. He honestly shouldn't be this hard to find. Of course, I let the other cigar go out. And that's what happens when you take 2 puffs in 10 minutes. Give me 1 second, guys. There we go. All right, back to the hunt. This is kind of disheartening because if I don't find them, I'm going to have to go check that box again. There's also a slim chance he got out after rolling, but before cellophane. That's not likely though, especially since we had all that dust in there. So we know he was in there. So it's fun. Essentially what we're doing is unwrapping a work of art here. Something's put a lot of time and care into. Now again, they do it pretty quick because they're very skilled at it, but still, it doesn't make it any less valuable just because they do it quicker. Okay, not there. Again, I keep coming back to the pieces with the holes in it because you should be able to follow the hole to the beetle. There's also the chance that he could have shriveled up and died in the cigar, and I just haven't noticed him yet. Last one I found was only a couple months. I'd only been in my humidor for a couple months, and he was still alive. So apparently they get all the moisture and food they need out of the tobacco itself. Again, this is just something that happens as it's, it's a plant. It's just the way of the world. No different than picking an apple and finding a worm. Where in the hell is this guy? I may have to cut this video short, find him, and come back. All right, we're gonna go ahead and cut this until I can find the beetle, and then we're gonna come back to it. Okay, so good news. Just by chance, we happen to find this cigar beetle. Thankfully, he's dead. But this one's much darker than the last one. The last one was near white and still moving last time I found him. But the important thing is that we found him, and he's no longer eating through our cigars. So that kind of gives you an idea of what he looks like. Looks like he's kind of missing some pieces, and maybe I cut him by accident. It was found up in this area right here. I don't see any more of them. So that's probably him. But, so now you know what to look for. And we have all this tobacco that we can, I guess, smash up and burn, at least for the aroma. Like I said, a waste of a cigar, but at least it was a good trading opportunity. Have a good night.